So now that we've decided on the colors, let's see how they're all going to work together and see if we're going to be able to get some nice deep values in the backgrounds and some pretty rose colors, peachy rose colors, and warm or cool purples. So first, let's go ahead and let's start with the background. And I'm just going to mix them right on the paper. So I'm just adding some yellow, some red, and then I'm going to throw in some blue, and I'm going to see, let's see what we get. Now, I think that for our background, it's probably going to be a little too brown. So I'm going to adjust it by adding some of the blue, and oh, there we go. Look at those deep, dusky purple colors we've got. These are going to be fantastic making a background. That's going to be stunning. Look at how dark I got that. My colors are very fresh. So if you're having a hard time mixing your darks, you need to start with fresh color. If you're scrubbing your color because it's dry, you're going to have a hard time mixing those very, very dark values. But there we go. We've got gorgeous blacks. Now let's see. Let's try our greens. And even though Phthalo Blue red shade isn't as bright as the green shade, I think it makes absolutely lovely greens. Just beautiful, subtle values. It doesn't look too bright. They look real to me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little bit of yellow. And then I'm going to come over here and pick up some more blue and drop it in there. And now let's pick up some of the red. Now let's pick up more of that blue. And then look what happens. Now a little bit more yellow. We have the darkest values that we see on the bud that's behind the upper petal and the baby buds that are on the stem. So we've got our greens. We know that those colors are going to be perfect for this. So now let's take some of this red and let's thin it out and see how rosy it gets. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get it deep dark value. Let's see if we can make it a little bit peachier for some of those areas where the colors are a little bit warmer, kind of have some yellows in there, and that's just stunning. But now we also need to get some really nice purples. So let's see what happens in blues. And I'm going to lighten this, pull them out, and that's going to be perfect right around the edge of, on the right side of the petals. We have a lot of cool blues. So right here you can see we've got some gorgeous pinks. We've got very beautiful purples that are nice and subtle and not too strong. And those are going to fit really well on the right side of the petals. And it's going to complement those warm colors that we have. So I know that these colors are going to be fantastic for everything in the painting. We've got beautiful dark values for our background, and we've got some gorgeous colors for our buds and our flower. All right, so let's get started.